When we need to consult someone on all things royal, we turn to this man. Daniel P.T. Thomas of Chincoteague was born in North Wales. His family has brushed shoulders with the royal family. And of course, he wrote about these experiences in his book, Come Here from Wales to Chincoteague Island. And today we're turning to Daniel to get some insight on a new movie about the life of Princess Diana. It's called Spencer. Good afternoon. How you doing, Daniel?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Waking up in sunny, and actually it's a snowy Chincoteague today, so pretty good.
Bet you it's beautiful. Okay, so we've talked about this in the past, about America's obsession with all things royal.
Yeah, and a lot of that comes from, you just look at the amount of shows devoted to the royal family right now. I don't know if anybody watching would have seen this, but Bridgerton is very hot right now on Netflix. We've had Victoria, we've had The Crown, which finished up, I think, on season 4, although there's another season coming. So yeah, it is a very popular topic, driven by a lot of news about the royals in the last 2 or 3 years.
And I think that with the latest season of The Crown, it was really the first time that, in a long time, that we addressed Princess Diana. What did you think of the portrayal of her in The Crown?
I thought Emma Corrin did a fantastic job. She really got into the character. Of course, when she was young, Diana was, at her age, and Emma was tiny. So she felt she owed a lot to Diana in terms of making it right and doing a good job on it. She was praised quite well throughout the press in the UK and here.
And do you feel like that people are protective of Princess Diana and her legacy?
More so the older generation who grew up with all of that. You talk to anybody age 45 up, they remember going through it all. They remember exactly where they were when Diana tragically died, and they remember all the saga of how her life played out and all the drama that took place in the media.
Yeah, absolutely. This movie, Spencer, with Kristen Stewart, focuses on I guess you could call it a pivotal part of Princess Diana's life, and those are around the time that she was getting a divorce from the future king.
Right. It's really a 3-day play. As far as I'm aware, it takes place in Sandringham, which is the Queen's royal residence, and it's funny in a way because it's going to end maybe a bit like a Christmas scene like it did on The Crown. So you're going to have this dichotomy of sort of Christmas excitement with all this drama going on in Diana's life. Of course, what I like about it is it's going to bring out a lot of things that people want to hear about, which is how do you define yourself when you're a royal, and how do you come to the realization that maybe you don't want to sit in that situation. She has to go through a fraying marriage. When they portray her, she has to come across as missing her sons and what her sons mean to her.
And of course, we haven't seen a whole lot about this movie, but we have seen Kristen Stewart, one photograph of her portraying Princess Diana. So what's your take on that?
I think she's going to be great. I think what I like about Kristen is she's already coming with some pedigree. She's got a certain mysteriousness about her and fragility, which is what Diana has. So she's perfect for the role. It's very Kristen. And I think also, the funny thing is she's going to probably have to wear a couple of wigs because there's no way they can get her into that situation where she's exactly like her. What is interesting about this whole movie is that I'm not sure the royals are going to like it that much, because they tend not to like anything that picks back to Diana for obvious reasons. But I do think she's going to do a good job. I think she's really into the role. She wants to respect the legacy of Diana. And she's, from what I've seen from outtakes, from the director, Lorraine, who's, of course, in his own right, a fantastic filmmaker, because he did biographies like Jackie, I think, and places like that. So it is going to be a good production.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Really quick, we're running out of time. Do you have anything in the works? Any new books?
Well, nothing sensational from Chincoteague at this time. I do have a different departure for me. I'm going with a children's book, but that's a whole nother story.
Well, thank you so much, Daniel P.T. Thomas of Chincoteague. Thank you so much for giving us that perspective on the movie Spencer, coming out at a date to be determined.
You're very welcome. Thank you.